Hey friends, I'm back with a major update on what's really happening in Thailand. And honestly, what I'm seeing right now is shocking. I've been tracking this closely for months, and the shift happening in Thai tourism is happening way faster than most people realize. If you're planning a trip, or if you think Thailand is still the same cheap, party-friendly destination it used to be, you'll want to hear this. Keep listening. Just months ago, Thai authorities were betting big on mass tourism. Their strategy was simple: attract huge numbers of visitors from countries like India and Malaysia using cheap packages and budget-friendly travel. High volume, low cost. Fill the hotels, fill the streets. And then suddenly, everything changed. In early 2025, Thailand hosted a massive tourism forum with more than 1,000 industry leaders, government officials, and investors. And that's where the real shift was revealed. Thailand officially adopted a new slogan for its tourism future: value is the new volume. That one sentence tells you everything. The government committed 4.5 billion baht toward 22 new tourism initiatives, and every single one moves away from mass tourism and toward luxury, wellness, and high-spending visitors. The Minister of Tourism even said it out loud: tourism is no longer a numbers game. Trust, value, and inclusivity now come first. What's missing from that message is just as important as what's included. There was no mention of affordability, no focus on budget travelers, no concern for the crowd that built Thailand's tourism industry in the first place. And when you look at the numbers, the strategy becomes crystal clear. Thailand's health and medical tourism sector alone is projected to generate more than 124 billion baht in 2025. Luxury tourism already reached over 11 billion US dollars in 2024 and is expected to climb to nearly 20 billion by 2030. Here's the part most people don't expect. In the first 4 months of 2025, total foreign arrivals actually dropped slightly. Fewer tourists came in, but tourism revenue still went up, more than 5%. Fewer people, more money. That's not an accident. That's policy. Industry insiders are now talking about something called the joy of missing out. Wealthy travelers don't want crowded streets or bucket list chaos. They want privacy, quiet villas, longevity programs, wellness retreats, disconnection from mass tourism. And that kind of traveler doesn't want to see certain things outside their 5-star resort. This brings us to Pattaya, and especially Beach Road. I've been watching Beach Road throughout 2025, and what's happening there tells you exactly where Thailand is headed. For decades, Beach Road has been known for freelancers openly offering their services along the waterfront. That's seen to find the area, but authorities are clearly no longer comfortable with it. The crackdowns aren't mainly targeting bars, they're focused on clearing the street itself. Officials want to clean up the image of the beachfront because it directly clashes with the new vision of family-friendly, premium tourism. When you're trying to attract wealthy families and wellness tourists, freelancers lining the waterfront are exactly the image you want gone. Throughout 2025, bar owners have reported rising pressure. Raids aren't happening every single night, but enforcement is noticeably tighter than before. Longtime expats say the atmosphere has changed. The energy isn't what it used to be. Walking Street, once the heart of Pattaya Nightlife, has already seen permanent closures. Well-known clubs have shut down, and dozens of others followed. New regulations introduced later in 2025 officially removed several areas from Pattaya's entertainment zones. Places that once operated in legal gray areas are now clearly illegal, and that's making business extremely risky. What once survived with quiet tolerance is now being actively pushed out. Beach Road is the real symbol of this shift. As long as that familiar scene exists, Thailand can't fully rebrand itself as a premium, family-friendly destination. On one side, you have billion-baht branded residences, Michelin-star dining, and luxury wellness resorts. On the other, the old Pattaya image that refuses to disappear quietly. Interestingly, these services aren't vanishing. They're moving online. Dating and social apps are increasingly replacing what once happened in plain sight. The activity becomes less visible, but it doesn't disappear. At the same time, the Thai baht has surged to historic highs. European and British tourists are openly complaining that Thailand is no longer affordable. What used to fund a 2-week trip now barely covers 10 days. And authorities don't seem worried at all. An expensive Thailand naturally filters out budget travelers, especially those coming primarily for cheap entertainment. Here's what many people don't realize. Thailand's adult entertainment industry has long been part of the country's shadow economy. Older estimates suggested it once contributed up to 10% of GDP, though experts today believe the number is lower. Still, hundreds of thousands of people depend on it, directly or indirectly. You can't remove that ecosystem without major social consequences. Thai officials have talked about changing Thailand's image since at least 2018, but what's different now is action. Pressure on Beach Road, tighter bar regulations, higher costs. A coordinated strategy is finally being enforced. This shift will hit certain tourist groups hardest.
For years, Indian visitors came in large numbers, drawn by affordability and nightlife options that don't exist back home due to social norms and legal restrictions. Budget European backpackers and single male travelers were also a major part of Pattaya's visitor base. Those groups are now being quietly filtered out. Thailand wants to be a top 10 tourism economy by value, not volume. 62 Thai properties earned Michelin Key status in 2025. The wellness sector alone is worth over 1 trillion baht annually. Bangkok is positioning itself as a global hub for regenerative medicine and longevity tourism. They're introducing branded residences, cultural storytelling routes, nature-based wellness travel, and gastronomic experiences, all designed for high-spending visitors. A tourist fee is also coming, with higher charges for air arrivals. Another filter. Even Walking Street is being redesigned. High-tech LED displays, multilingual animations, mascots, and polished branding are replacing the old wild image. The campaign slogan says all lifestyles, no limits, but the reality tells a different story. The lifestyles that built Pattaya, cheap parties, street freelancers, budget bars, are being priced out and regulated away. And here's the paradox. Thailand's rise came from authenticity. It was affordable, raw, chaotic, and unpredictable. That rough edge made it special. In chasing luxury, Thailand risks becoming just another polished destination, interchangeable with places like Dubai or Singapore. The wild energy is being sanitized, the chaos replaced with calm, the party replaced with prestige. The era of cheap thrills is ending. The era of expensive zen is beginning. Whether this strategy succeeds or backfires will define Thailand's future. If it works, it could reshape tourism across Southeast Asia. If it fails, it will stand as a warning about abandoning what made a place unique. One thing is certain, the transformation is real, it's happening now, and it may be irreversible. So what do you think? Are the crackdowns and new restrictions necessary progress, or is Thailand destroying what made it special? Let me know in the comments, and if you want more deep dives into how Thailand is changing before our eyes, make sure you subscribe. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you in the next one.